Hello, I'm Jason and welcome to Diecast Restos. This is a Lesney Matchbox Superfast Maserati Bora, which was originally produced from 1972 to 1977. Underneath this black paint is its bright magenta livery, which was rather unusually teamed with a lime green baseplate. This incorporates the front grille and the tailpipes. The model was kindly donated to me by longtime Patreon supporter Tony, which I've noted on the base so I don't forget. Inside is a bright yellow interior piece to really complement the other vibrant colours. Here is how a mint condition Bora model should look. And here is the stunning real Maserati. It's definitely up there as one of my favourite supercars of the 70s. Named after the Adriatic wind, the Bora was produced by Italian firm Maserati between 1971 and 1978. During this time, just 564 Boras were made, 289 had the 4.7 litre V8, while 275 received the 4.9 litre V8. It was a rear mid-engined, rear-wheel drive sports car driven by a 5-speed manual gearbox. Unlike many other supercars of the time, Maserati included a full-size trunk at the front of the vehicle and provided drivers with other creature comforts too, such as a telescopic and tilting steering wheel and pedals that were hydraulically powered to move forward and backwards. Its engine noise to the cabin was decreased by double glazed windows and a carpeted engine cap. The interiors were trimmed in leather and came with air conditioning and electric windows as standard. Many of the technical features of the car were borrowed from Citroën during the company's 1968 to 1975 ownership of Maserati. The body of the Bora was designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro of Ital Design. It had a brushed stainless steel roof and windscreen pillars, and the wheels were also trimmed with distinctive polished stainless steel hubcaps on early models. The Bora was used as the basis for the smaller 2+2 Merak sports car, which was powered by the 3-litre V6 that Citroën borrowed for the SM. While the Bora had no direct successor after its discontinuation in 1978, the lighter, lesser powered Merak continued on until 1983. During the Matchbox model's 5-year run, its design barely changed at all. Though the magenta shade and lime base shade varied slightly, there were no colour alterations until after the regular run in 1979, with the Twin Pack series model coloured in gold. It was also modified to be fitted with a dreaded tow hook. Rare early production models didn't have the luxury of this lime green base, instead having a chemically plated silver base. The wheels varied slightly over the years, with 5-slot Superfast wheels eventually replaced by 5-arch wheels instead. The casting was modified for the Japanese market between 1978 and 1979 in the same colour scheme, though these were fitted with the No. 3 decals from the Monteverdi High. In 1981, with the model ceasing to be included in the Twin Pack series, it was relaunched at No. 37 as the Sunburner. This was painted black, had a red interior and flame decals on the front and sides. It had the word Sunburner printed on the roof. This lasted until 1983, but wasn't the last time the Sunburner name was used. After the license agreement with Dodge was not finalised, a modified version of the Dodge Viper RT10 was released as the Sunburner in 1992. It wasn't the final time we'd see the Bora casting either. It returned in 1985 in the Super GT series as the BR29/30. Between 1976 and 1980, it could also be found in the larger scale Speed King series. So now I'm applying my reproduction No. 8 decals that were seen on the original run. They are an authentic and high quality reproduction, and I will leave a link to the source in the description. The body colour has turned out a bit more cherry red than magenta in truth. It may have required a lighter undercoat than silver in hindsight. Once I've got that decal in place, I can coat it in Mr. Mark's softer solution and then prepare to reassemble it. Here are all the pieces that make up the model. The windscreen was sadly not in hugely great condition. At present, there are no sources for reproduction parts, but I will attempt to recreate my own in the not too distant future. On goes the garish green base to finalise this week's build. So this is how my 32D Maserati Bora sent in by Tony looked originally. The magenta had been concealed by black paint, but the lime green base largely escaped this. It's one of my favourite 70s supercars, and I'll definitely customise one in future. But I couldn't resist a wild restoration combining magenta, lime and yellow with a brash decal to accompany it. And here's the result. My restoration of Tony's 32D Maserati Bora. The lime green grille peers through the front of that less magenta, more cherry red bodywork. The window piece is sadly too far gone, but of course if I come across a donut or reproduction, I'll be sure to replace it. There's those big bold tailpipes, also in green, and now you can see a bit of the cleaned up yellow dyed interior. Aside from the window, this has been a massively satisfying restoration. The colour combo really shouldn't work, but the longer I've spent with it, the more it does. It is a proper 1970s relic, in a good way. If you've enjoyed this build, do leave a like and drop a comment below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subbed already, but all that leaves me to say is thanks for watching and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.